the last year alone, Represent did more than $107 million in revenue selling clothes. And understanding how they've done it is going to stop you from getting stuck in a job you hate and build a community that buys every time. So today I'm going to show you their secret to growing a 9-figure brand with social media, how they turn followers into loyal customers, and how you can tailor the strategy for your own brand even if you're just starting out. To start, let me show you a specific short form video that you can make immediately to create more hype around your product. And it's called a behind the product video. It's a 40-second short that shows the process of making a product while you share the story behind it. Represent posted one for their most recent drop, and for reference, it got 68% more comments than usual. So let me show you what it looks like.
George wanted to re-release some rep pieces from the archive. I ended up thinking about releasing some graphics, so I got the sketchbook out. This one will just be for the real die-hard rep fans that'll appreciate it. By far, I'd say the most time has gone into this than any other rep piece that I've been involved with. It's not even like a piece of clothing anymore, it's like a wearable legacy, I guess.
This comment section truly reveals the value of behind the product videos. Someone said, so excited to cop so much of this. Here's another comment asking if there's enough inventory to get multiple items. It doesn't make logical sense why anyone would need more than just one, but it doesn't need to, because by marketing the story behind the product, Represent gives their customers reason to support the brand emotionally. In other words, if you post flat lays or model photos and a list of the garment specifications, your customers might buy once. But by sharing the story behind a product, you invite the customer to make an emotional decision. So instead, they might buy 2 or more times just to support the cause. And now that you've seen how this works, let me show you exactly how to create a behind the product video for your own brand. I would start by filming the process as you develop the product before the release. This is going to serve as the main video footage you use in your video. Although you probably won't use it all, you want to make sure that you film all the key moments of product development. The sketching, designing, sampling, cutting, sewing. And there's no need to go overboard, but film at least 2 different shots for every scene so that you have some diversity. I recommend a close-up and a medium distance shot. But what do you do if the product is already finished and you haven't filmed any behind the scenes? Well, don't worry, all is not lost. You simply reenact the process. Make some space on a desk or table, and with a bold marker and large pieces of paper, draw out the different versions of the design that you're releasing. Or you could literally reenact any other part of the product creation process. It doesn't really matter. I just picked one that looks really visual. But the thing is, a bunch of pretty visuals strung together is a montage, not a story. So now we need to record the voiceover. The key element here is that it sounds candid, like a conversation to a friend. Just listen to the one from the Represent video now.
George wanted to re-release some rep pieces from the archive.
You can see, having it too scripted will take away from the authenticity of content like this. So I just record the voiceover like you're in an interview. And I know what you're thinking. An interview? Who wants to interview me? Well, that's fine, because you're gonna fake it. Not actually fake it, but find the person physically nearest to you, your friend, your mom, your partner, and just ask them to interview you. And I'll even give you the questions that they can ask to help support the kind of things you want to say in these behind the product videos. First, why did you make this piece? Second, what makes this drop different from anything else you've ever dropped before? Or if this is your first release, different from other brands on the market. And finally, who is this piece really for? Just hit record on voice memos on your phone and answer naturally as if you're telling them about it. Because you are telling them about it. Finally, step 4 is to edit. For this, I would focus on finding 3 to 4 sentences that stand alone and piece them together in an order that makes sense. And don't worry about the pauses and the ums and the ahs too much, because these inconsistencies create an authenticity that remind your community that you're a human. But here's the thing, most people fail here because because they start posting about their products without yet building an audience. But this next strategy from Represent will show you how to supercharge your growth even when you aren't releasing products. So check out what they did. They posted this 30-minute YouTube documentary all about the 500-kilometer run that the founder did with his buddies from LA to Las Vegas. And that's literally all there is to it. It's not for a campaign. It's not about releasing a product. It's just a YouTube documentary. And I know you're probably thinking, what does this have to do with clothing? And how will it help me grow my audience? And well, the truth is, it doesn't really have a lot to do with your products at all. But that's kind of the whole point. It's content about the lifestyle or identity behind the brand and less about promoting what they are selling. And there's a few reasons why this kind of content is so powerful. For one, it's focused on the lifestyle that doesn't require product, meaning it can be posted in between or even before a clothing release. Secondly, this content is giving value. It's actually entertaining instead of just trying to sell me something as a customer. And it's when clothing brands give back in this form of valuable content that over time the audience will consider returning the favor in the form of their credit card at checkout. And it's actually the same reason why I create a lot more content like this instead of just telling you all the time that you can work with me with the link in my description. But see what I did there? So here are 5 practical steps to start creating valuable content like this for your own clothing brand. And don't worry, you don't have to create fitness content nor 30-minute documentaries. It does though start with finding your ideal customer. This is less about demographics, age, or marital status, and more about what your ideal customers do when they're wearing your clothing. Represent has built a brand about the relentless pursuit of improvement. That's their tagline. So naturally, their customers are running or improving their fitness, and their content reflects that too. So your job is to find what your unique brand lifestyle is. And once you've done that, we can move on to step 2, which is to create an activity goal. Here, we're looking for some way to quantify success or create a challenge for this brand related activity. For something like a running brand, the goal or challenge is fairly obvious. It could be a big race, like a marathon or special event. And that's what Represent did. It was their 500-kilometer ultra marathon from LA to Las Vegas. But brands with lifestyles that are less obvious will have to get a lot more creative. For example, a mental health brand. The activity could be mental health walks, and the goal? Well, what if it was a 30 days of 30-minute walks challenge? Or 30 days of no social media? You get the idea. You can relate an activity to your brand. You create a goal or challenge, and then, number 3, document everything. Film it, because this is going to be your content, and it's storytelling this way that's way easier than creating fashion films. If there's a big day or event attached to your challenge like a race, then show the process of preparing and then the race day itself, of course. And if it's more like a 30-day challenge, then just film throughout. And if you're surrounded by lots of people doing this kind of activity and don't want to be in the video yourself, then just document someone else doing it. But if you don't mind being in the content or can't find anyone else to help, just film it yourself. And now that you know how to build an audience before you market any product, I'm going to show you how to build a cult-like trust with your audience by copying Represent's strategy. Check this out. If you look on the official Represent Instagram page and click on the post that they're tagged in, you'll find a sea of undeniable social proof. It's post after post of real people in the community tagging Represent as they wear the brand. And the reason this is so valuable is because it doesn't come from a website review, but from the personal account of a real customer. And for someone to put their recommendation on a brand as boldly as a post, well, that just means a lot. And plus, actions always speak louder than words. Actually wearing the product is the best review of all. And this is their key to converting an audience into sales. But how do you do that? Well, here are 5 practical steps any brand can follow to start filling out their tagged post section on their Instagram page. First and most obviously, just post your brand from your own personal page. Literally just start by doing it yourself. Just tag your brand, because the hardest part about getting your community involved in doing anything is just breaking the ice. Here's an example. Think of it like a conversation. If you're a part of a conversation circle and no one is saying anything, being the first to contribute is really hard. Everyone knows what I'm talking about. But if a conversation is already active, you have talking points to choose from and follow follow-up questions you can ask. Well, the same is true for your Instagram page. If no one has posted or tagged you in your brand yet, it's going to be really hard to start asking the community. So break the ice and start on their behalf. And once you have made your debut post, step 2 is to find a fashionable friend. This is where you're going to invite others to be a part of it too. And I'm talking about someone who resembles the kind of customers you want to buy from your brand. Most importantly, those that really care about their Instagram page. It's something that they put effort into. They don't have to have lots of followers, but if they love posting images of themselves, they're probably the right pick. Which leads us nicely to step 3. Be their first sponsor with your product, of course. Now, because Instagram is just a hobby they enjoy and they aren't a real influencer yet, they'd be over the moon if any brand approached them with free stuff asking for a post. And that's exactly what you're going to do. And think about it in terms of what value you have to offer them. A good place to start is to ask yourself what they want. For example, they probably want to post good looking pictures of themselves wearing cool clothes. Pretty simple. Well, in that case, a good offer to them might sound something like this. Hey man, I'd love to help you out with a photo shoot. You pick the location. I'll even give you one of my products to wear in the image and to keep afterwards. I'll do all the work. You keep all the content. All I ask is that you tag my brand. Sound fair? You see, it's an offer so good they feel like they should be paying you. But either way, if they are your friend, it'll be pretty easy to say yes. All you need to do now is take some photos that look something like this, which you're probably already doing. Then step 4 is to repeat this process 3 to 5 times. Because in an absolute worst case scenario, you've got 4 images, one of yourself, 3 of your friends on the tag section of your brand page. Not too bad. The best case scenario is you have some more friends, so the final result is more like 6 different posts, plus your product is amazing, so they will continue to wear and post and tag your brand, so the number becomes more like 10. It's an easy formula to start out. And once you have this system in place, it should work for itself so your customers continue to post without you asking them. But the thing is, even though you know how to build an Instagram page like Represent, there's one more thing you need to master, because without it, it doesn't matter how many followers you have, they still won't be a community, only an audience. So watch this video next where I'll show you how to turn one-time buyers into loyal customers that can't stop coming back. I'll see you over there.